They're going to try to run the ball, and I call it bully ball. I think they'll probably try to bully us a little bit with their offensive line. They have a lot of experience there. Defensively, they play multiple fronts. They fly to the football, and really good on special teams. So I thought they got better as the year went on last year, and they were very competitive in almost every game that they played. So we're looking forward to the crowd being out there and supporting us, and looking forward to Saturday. I still think we're a little beat up right now. I think we're going to be fine on Saturday. There's more green out there in jerseys than what we wish we had. Certainly we haven't had any injuries that were season-ending injuries, things of that nature, but we're still a little beat up, a little bit more than I'd like to be on a Monday. So, but also you have to practice, so we'll be smart with those guys, but anticipating that we get most all of them back for the game. I feel good about the team and where they're at spirit-wise and where they are mentally.
Offensively, you guys were made strides from 19 last year, but where do you think the offense can go this year? Can you be more dynamic?
I hope so. I think obviously anytime you start a new quarterback, it's his team. It's a different team than what it was with Felipe. KJ obviously has different assets than what Felipe did, as well as Felipe having different assets than what KJ does. But I think if we're looking for in the future a quarterback that runs this offense, this type of offense, a guy like KJ, a guy like Malik is what we're looking for. So offensively, you have a lot of guys coming back. A lot of guys played a lot of ball, and the bottom line is we'll see how that translates to how we play. But I feel very confident that we've got the guys in there that can make plays.
We are so excited for everyone to be back. Welcome back. This is Out of Pocket. Our next piece is pretty special to me, Drea, because these two guys were on our first season of Out of Pocket last year, and the only two returners to both be back and come on the show this year, of course, Grant Morgan and Bumper Pool. I took a trip out to Fayetteville to reflect on what we talked about last year, but to also talk about where the Hogs are going in 2021.
First thing is you never can have enough chalk.
He's giving a lesson. Didn't realize you were getting a lesson. All right, here we go. Last year I had both of these guys on, and we played a little game, and the game ended in Grant essentially saying that he doesn't like bacon.
No, but yeah. So
we've got the footage. Don't remember. Don't forget.
I can't wait. I hope this footage gets put up.
Pancakes, bacon, eggs, or grits. One's got to go.
I'm going to say bacon. I'm not a big bacon guy, never really have been.
I don't think bacon is a meat itself. I think it is a condiment. I use it as a condiment. So I thought it's like, yes, it looks good on a bacon, egg, and cheese or something like that. I couldn't just eat bacon alone. So I took bacon away.
I thought you wouldn't double down on this a year later, but here we are.
I will triple down, quadruple down. I will super duper double down. I will do it all.
We know Tusk appreciates your sacrifice of not eating a lot of bacon, but I don't want to stall this either. Is it our shot?
All right, bacon boy, got away.
All right, you got it, Bumper.
It's Mr. Poole himself. Yeah, we're gonna start behind the back.
Oh boy, Richard shots already.
He's gonna start heavy.
What would Coach Pittman say if he saw the way this game is going so far? He did come in here earlier and he was giving you guys a little bit of grief.
He's going to give you grief even if you're doing good. That's the way he is. Coach Pittman, he just likes to have fun no matter what.
Yes, sir!
everyone out there doesn't realize he is the same guy with every single person in the world as he is with us. And that's why we love him. Like, he literally, when he tells y'all he pushes us hard, like, he pushes us hard.
Yeah.
Like, when he tells us he likes that we can do our own thing and be men, he does that. Like, he doesn't baby us. Like, so he really is just the most genuine person.
He breaks down that wall of a head coach from an old person. And the same thing with us as, players. He kind of gets up there, he'll crack a joke, and then everyone's relaxed, realizes that he's a regular person like the rest of us, and then that just kind of makes you want to play extremely hard.
I can't remember which of you I asked earlier, but somebody said that KJ Jefferson might be the best pool player on the team.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
So he's like vocally competitive.
Oh yeah, I think kind of the way our team is right now, we're all pretty competitive.
Yeah.
Like,
Very.
we're really close. Like, in the way we all act. Like, we had like 60 guys in here all hanging out and like just being like, and we looked at each other like, this is the closest our team's ever been.
Yeah.
Like, this is my going to be 5th, 6th year here. Like, I've never seen a team like this. I don't want to say it's like a movie, but it's really just like you see like a light at the end of the tunnel of something good happening.
I think it's really safe to say after last year, y'all's final record did not reflect what we saw on the field. It was a completely different team from 2019 to 2020. What do you think it's going to be this year? Because, again, with the schedule being so tough, it's hard to take that next step forward. But from everything we've seen here, it feels like y'all are.
If we focus on ourselves and focus on literally like, we went through, supposedly everyone's quoting this year's the gauntlet, but last year we played 10-game season of the hardest schedule ever. And we did that, and we literally changed the course of this program. I'm a firm believer of that. So why can't it be this year that we do something really great? And we show fans like this is Arkansas Razorbacks. We show other teams this is Arkansas Razorbacks. And like everyone knows, when you look at the culture and the history of Arkansas, we want to be somebody you can't just circle and schedule as a win. Like, we're going to be the guys who we change this culture and we change in the way Pittman's been doing it. So we're excited for this year. We don't care who we're playing because we know if we just focus on us, we'll be all right.
All right, we got a game-winning shot. Don't miss it, bud.
I would hate if you missed that. That would be really unfortunate. Just don't want to choke right before the end.
Alyssa mentioned it, Arkansas has the toughest schedule, but not only in the SEC, also in the entire country. Pig Suey is definitely going to be tested. But Lang, that looked fun.
Yeah, it was awesome. Those guys are great. Not only fun to hang out with, but great leaders for that Arkansas team as well. They had so many great things to say about Sam Pittman and about the team, too. And they both kind of touched on it there, talking about how different the culture is. And I think at one point, Grant Morgan said, I've been here for several years at this point. I'm one of the oldest guys in the locker room. I have never been around a team like this. We all love each other. We all love hanging out with each other, and we all understand what that common goal is. And from having played on many teams in your life, from the moment you started dribbling a basketball to the moment your career ended, it's hard to all gel together like that.
And you can kind of sense it. I mean, I'm sure when you were there, did you get a feel like there were players walking by and just chatting it up? You can get a feel when players like each other.
Absolutely. I mean, I was in there, we were setting up for the shoot, and Sam Pittman came in, and he immediately just started giving the guys grief, gave me a hug, how's it going? You can just tell everyone's comfortable. Everyone's walking around understanding what their role is. And that goes for KJ Jefferson as well. The guys mentioned it too. Apparently, not only is he a huge competitor, he's one of the funniest guys on the team. He's always going around making sure people's energy is up. And I remember being there 2 years ago. Arkansas football was tough in 2019. I think I was there 3 or 4 weeks in a row. KJ Jefferson came in for the first time. I think it was against Auburn. And he trucked someone, and the entire stadium just lost their minds. And they were losing by
a big guy.
A lot. He's a big dude. They have high expectations for him. And I know when he came in, they were very excited to see what he was going to do. So it's going to be a tough year for Arkansas. They've got a tough schedule. I'm not saying they're going to win the SEC, but I think what Sam Pittman is doing, has done there so far, has been really, really impressive.
Come on.
Oh, that's just where you go.
We got a big announcement, guys. We are headed to Fayetteville next week. Fayetteville, Arkansas for Texas and Oklahoma. So we'll get a chance to see a new member eventually of the SEC in Texas. And we will see you there at Lot 44 outside Donald W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium. Let's get to some other games here. I want to know one thing you want to see from these games. Tim, start us off with Rice at Arkansas.
Well, I'm excited about this defense. They got Barry Odom back, which is a big win. But also, is this defense going to be able to create as many turnovers as they did last year? Create that momentum, create that inspiration that they did for the entire team. They got a lot of guys coming back. Arkansas could make some noise this year. I'm excited about this team.
You want a receiver with size and hands and versatility? It's Traylon Burks from Arkansas. Go back to the Ole Miss game, the Texas A&M game, the Georgia game, how he caught the football and the ability after the catch as well.
On the line is ready to return for Arkansas. Former Southwest Conference rivals playing for the first time in 30 years. Their last matchup all the way back in 1991. The Rice Owls and the Arkansas Razorbacks to get their season underway. And from a couple of yards deep in the end zone, the return eclipses the 20 and then the 25. Ball comes loose out at about the 28-yard line. Arkansas maintains a couple. On second down, Traylon Smith. Rice only played 5 games. Makes the catch as Rice picks up 20. Pitch straight back. A lot of lateral running there for Griffin. And that went into the end zone. So it's Arkansas here on its second drive. Starting from their own 20-yard line. Traylon Smith with a nice burst. And he gets all the way out to the 40-yard line. Picks up about 20 on the run. Off the field and more importantly on the field. Blitz comes. Jefferson eludes it. He's got a scramble now. Defense converges a stretch toward midfield. The Arkansas sideline wants the first down, and they've got it. Playmaking from K.J. Jefferson. Through 17 touchdowns and just 4 interceptions in the 2020 season. Off to the left side, plenty of space and a lowered shoulder for Rocket Sanders, the freshman from Florida. 6'2", 290 right into his wheelhouse. There's room up the middle. Jefferson takes off. He's to the 20, to the 10. Open field. Touchdown. K.J. Jefferson. And just like that, Arkansas is on the board 6-0.
At all about the quarterback position, I think you're in good hands with K.J. Jefferson. 34 yards to the house, 7-0.
Wasn't the case, and he came back in. He can't be the first player to touch the ball. So it knocks him back 5 yards. And Arkansas goes to the air again. Rice has work to do to clean up some open field tackling. Good space, soft tackle to the right side. Back and forth. McCaffrey quickly hands it off, and that goes nowhere in a hurry. Hard tackles. Catalan comes up from the safety spot. Gets them first and goal. They tried to go wildcat earlier with Kalen Griffin. Got called for a penalty. And Griffin goes toward the sideline. Bumper Poole says, no, sir. Rice gets big on the offensive line. Handoff for Myers, who plunges into the end zone. Touchdown, Rice, and the Owls. Jordan Myers' touchdown run puts Rice in the lead, has the sideline hyped up. He has done everything in the course of his Rice career. Jefferson with the handoff, the offensive line with a good push on the backside as well. Help get them maybe an extra one and keep this drive alive. They run a couple of big fellas in front to lead the way for Jordan Myers, who takes a good lick and a stare down from Bumper Poole at the end of the play.
There may have been a flag in the National Football League for staring over top of a player, but Bumper Poole just runs right down the line here. And as the running back Jordan Myers spins, he takes a huge lick from Bumper Poole. There's the stare down.
Trying to build on a 3-point advantage. Green fakes the give. He loads up, throws deep down the middle of the field. It's a wide open August Pete for a Rice Owls touchdown. Pass from Wiley Green and giving Rice a lot more hope here in the second half of pulling off this upset against Arkansas out of the SEC.
And not staring in the backfield.
Deep shot try from Jefferson along the sideline. Oh, a beautiful connection. Tyson Morris had to grab it with one hand.
The effort by Tyson Morris just goes up, fights off the defender, hauls it in, great concentration.
Burks, the top option for Jefferson at the bottom of your screen. Looking for him, Jefferson takes off, he leaps, and he is there. KJ Jefferson, for the second time today, runs for an Arkansas touchdown. He's come in with a sense of urgency. He hands off for Jordan Myers, who goes backwards for the first time since they did it in 1980 against LSU. McCaffrey thought about the swing pass. His advantage is his speed, and he carries the defense with him.
Quarterback sneak.
Instead, they load up and hand it off. It's a race to the sticks, and Myers comes up short.
By the Razorbacks, look, everyone stays it and get him out of bounds. Just short. Big stop.
Further emphasis on the run. Slips through a couple of arm tackles. Blitz comes from Rice. Jefferson throws right into it. Kick on its way, and it is pure, and things are even at 17 in Fayetteville as Cam Little is good on the field goal opportunity. Pocket quickly collapses off the edges. The ball is tipped and intercepted. Arkansas has got it. Here comes Catalon inside the 20, cuts back at the 10. He bounces off a couple of tacklers, goes sideways as the flag comes down, but Catalon has the interception, and Arkansas has got some juice early in the fourth quarter.
During the return, personal foul, illegal block below the waist against the passing team number 5. That penalty will be enforced. Half the distance to the goal from the end of the run, and it carries an automatic first down.
Ball tipped in the air. Catalon right there. Johnny on the spot, and then he knows what to do with it down the field. I wouldn't jump like that, but that's a good job on that return, and they hit the quarterback, Wiley Green, with the low blow. Right there at the end. He's trying to take out a defender, or in this case, a blocker on the return. Definitely pass interference.
Now first and goal. Smith into the end zone. Arkansas touchdown. The Razorbacks have a fourth quarter lead. Arkansas hoping to have a 1 in the win column when this afternoon is over. First design run that we've seen for McCaffrey, and it does not go well for the Owls. And lines up here, looking to help his team get across midfield
at the end of this run, and just delivers a big-time shot to McCaffrey right there.
With the crowd behind the Razorbacks, Wiley Green floats it to the outside, and he's intercepted. It's taken away by Ladarius Bishop. Rather, Monteric Brown with the pick for Arkansas. Nevertheless, a huge surge of momentum.
So the right side of your screen, just plays this foot. It's a long throw. Trying to get it out to 88 Austin Pete. Or August Pete, I should say, excuse me. That's just a bad throw, bad read by Green. I mean, there's really not a lot of pressure. No doubt.
Both teams have underwhelmed on third down. Jefferson's got time. He throws a wobbler. That is short of what they needed. They had to get to the 40. It's a 2nd and 9 for Rice here. Inside 7.5 minutes to go. As they're looking to score and perhaps have a game-tying drive. A forward stumble nets a few yards for Wiley Green. And the longest tenured player on the field backs his team up. Ball comes loose, and the best thing that Green can do is just fall on top of it and wave a flag of surrender on 4th down now.
The nice twist inside. That's Isaiah Nichols, 93, who gets in there. Really well-designed play by Barry Odom. And bumper pull out. Guys like Hayden Henry, Andrew Parker, they can jump in there, no problem.
Bit of an option look as Jefferson had Smith to his side. He's taking off, nearly collides with Smith, still has space. Does he have a third touchdown in him? KJ Jefferson all the way for the touchdown to maybe put this one away. All the way down to 4. And a pass, it's Treylon Burks down the sideline. I understand where you're coming from, a defender's perspective, where the contact was really negligible. Jefferson rolls, throws end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. Going into the locker room at halftime, and assuredly the list of grievances for the head coach will be long today, but you can take them a little bit easier, at least, when you come away victorious, as the Razorbacks are on the doorstep of doing it.
I would tell you what, I really like Jefferson on the move, throwing the football. He seems to be really accurate once he gets outside the pocket. That was a nice throw to Morris.
It's really worked well, and there wasn't a lot of substance to that. I understand the thinking, but I think also you got to try and stick with one guy and see what works.
Green's got nowhere to go with the football. Just a 4-man rush, but they keep hitting the offensive line with these twists. Doing a great job with the pressure.
Across the middle, and it's yet another interception for Jalen Catalon. A huge day for the safety. There is a flag.
Holding on the offense, number 54. That penalty is declined. First down.
Got to think he felt the pressure, because that was nowhere near his target. And Catalon nearly takes this one to the house. Steps out at about the, what is that, the 20-yard line?
In the conference, Arkansas did was against Rice, but they might tack on some more here. A burst up the middle, the survival of the first wave. Dominique Johnson, touchdown Arkansas with less than a minute to go.
So what turned out to be a slow start for Arkansas turns out to be a pretty convincing victory here in the second half.
Arkansas trying to stay with that little momentum there that Sam Pittman and company racked up a year ago, opening up against Rice, but did not go so well for them. KJ Jefferson, though, this is a good-looking play from Jefferson. 34-yard touchdown, 7-0.
Athletic guy that we know can run. He's got to clean up some things in the pass game, but he's an athletic guy that can break those runs.
Next possession for Rice, Grant Morgan, the linebacker, comes out and dings up the quarterback. Flag on the play, and Morgan called for targeting. It's ejected. He was done for the rest of this particular game, and It's hard to argue the call, I think, even though you don't like the call.
Won't be the last one of the day.
Yeah, it won't be the last one. They were all over the place today.
That's exactly right. In this game, it will not be the last one. One more might be more costly, quite frankly. Arkansas was down 17-7, got hot. Then you see that ding. That's Bumper Poole. He's hit for targeting, and the issue with this being in the fourth quarter is that he will miss the first half of next week's game at home against Texas.
Yeah, that's a big loss, too, right? I mean, both of these linebackers went out in the game, but to lose Bumper Poole next week against Texas, that's huge.
Just for a half. Fortunately, just for a half. KJ Jefferson's lone touchdown pass there. Arkansas wins at 38-17. They score the game's final 31 points. Traylon Smith, 102 yards on the ground in the victory.